Hello and welcome to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, episode number 11. I'm your host, FlamingCacti, and today we're going to be working on building the iron mine. What we're looking at right now is my coal mine. We have two coal mines going into a coal processing plant, going into a storage, going into either a brick factory or a train loading station to be straight up exported. Now, why are we going to build an iron mine? We're going to build an iron mine because it is the next objective in the game, second to last mission. So, let's begin. Set up facilities for mining and production of iron. Alright, the flavor text says, "Greetings, comrade. As the Minister of Industry in the Soviet Republic, I must emphasize the significance of mining iron. Iron serves as the vital material for producing our steel, which is integral to the growth of our industries. By prioritizing iron mining, we can ensure a steady supply of this essential resource and drive our nation's economic advancement." Yes, this is true. This is important. Rails, they use steel, and steel comes from iron. So if you are going to build big factories, or if you're going to build a big railway, you want lots of steel, and steel is expensive. So if you can make it yourself, you're going to save a ton of money. But the steel plant does use a lot of electricity. But we're not worrying about that right now. We're actually not playing with electricity. So let's just click OK on that and see what's next. Alright, now it says, "The iron mines play a critical role in our nation's development as they extract raw iron ore, the foundational material for steel production. When establishing new iron mines, it is crucial to select locations where iron ore is abundant. Building mines in areas with higher ore reserves will optimize production efficiency and yield a greater supply of this resource." Alright, so now we need to find where we have some iron. So what you could do is you could look on the map and hover over that icon and see where the iron is, but it looks like we need geological mapping research. Maybe in establishment of geological faculty. That sounds about right. I'm not sure though. Alright, so what else can we do in the meantime besides just wait for that? Well, there is a small trick that you can do. Instead, pull out your iron mine and you can just look at the dots all around it. You can see it's all red. Now, I happen to know that there's some iron on this map over here on this side of the mountain. So we might place down our iron mine over here. But I do want to briefly check the other side of the river because that is a bit far away. That's the central mountain in the map. And I don't think I'll be able to get workers there in a timely manner. I mean, maybe. I'll have to make sure that it's an asphalt road and I've got the fastest buses on it, if I do. But if iron is available, say, on the other side of the river, maybe, somewhere over here, then it might be faster transport-wise to bring the workers over. Oh, yeah. Got a bunch right over here. Maybe we'll do that and keep it more compact. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so let's see, 68, 70, 75, 76 I saw even. Alright, so somewhere in there. Now, which way do we want this facing? Let's look at the, not wireframe, I want to look at the topographics. So, where was the 70? 70 was in there. Okay. So, I'm probably going to build the supporting infrastructure here. So, let's do something like that should work good. And I just want to make sure that the cargo output, the aggregate output, is going to be facing a useful direction. And I wanted to make sure that the road output would be somewhat flat. Alright, so let's wait for that to finish building. I will speed it up and we'll be back in just a moment. Alright, it has built. Iron processing plants are indispensable in transforming the raw iron ore into processed iron ore, or a valuable input resource for steel production. The essential facility ensures a seamless supply of refined iron. Great, so now we need an iron processing plant. So, do I want the output of that facing that way or that way? Let's have it face this way. And something like that. Great. Let's also build a road while that's building in. So we can just bring that right on down. And can we get a road underneath? We can. Be shorten that a little bit. Something like that will work good. And we'll bring her around again and down this side. And we'll take the road out like that and connect in the intersection. Very good. Alright, so the iron ore processing plant has finished building. Or by focusing on efficient mining and processing, we can ensure a steady supply of this valuable resource for steel production. Let us work diligently to meet this target and strengthen the foundation of the Soviet Republic's industries. Alright, so now it expects us to make 80 tons of produced iron. So, what do we need to do that? Well, we could probably use storage of some kind. So let's go to aggregates, storages, large aggregate storage. And let's put that in there. Just so that way we have a place to put it. And we're later going to pipe that into a steel plant. Alright, so I wonder if I can get a road under there. Kind of random, but I can. So in that case, just to have multiple ways of getting in there. Okay, what do we need to do? We need workers. Yep, we just need workers. Okay, how are we gonna get workers? We need a road. And the rain is not helping me overview the land. Could have a highway segment come out through there, or we could build off of the city and just hop across the river for a very short trip to work. I think we should have a double lane highway come just through there. So let's go ahead and put down the mud road at first. Something like that. Then we'll extend these until there. And then at that point, let's take our terrain tool, and I'm going to lower the terrain in that specific area. Let's level it from height to center, just so that way we get a nice drop off immediately following the road. And let's see, a concrete bridge? Yeah, sure. Alright, so let's get that bridge going. Maybe we'll do something like that, but I'll pause it first. So that way the bridge is level going across the river. And then let's keep on bringing the bridge out. Elevation 0 meters. Okay, right there. And that way, our bridge essentially remains level the entire time. Is it necessary? Could I have brought it to ground level over there and saved some money by not having to build a bridge right there? Absolutely. Do I want to? No. So, let us continue building our highway out. And let's see. I really did not align this to any kind of grid. Will I eventually align it to a grid? Maybe. I'm thinking maybe I should just keep on extending that perfectly straight and just wherever it lands is where it lands. Let's do that. Because I don't know if my steel plant's going to be right there or not. Maybe it would be... Where will I put my steel plant? Let me at least think about that first. Okay, so metallurgy, steel mill. How big is this? It's big. So the steel plant could be something like that even. So in that case, maybe let's swing this road off left and connect it up going in there, maybe? Something like that should do good. Something kinda sorta like that, and then connect that with that. I'll take it. That looks decent, I suppose. And maybe one day that'll be a one-way road. I just want to minimize the intersections on it. Alright, very good. Let us upgrade that to an asphalt. Do we need asphalt? Let's start with gravel and see if that works okay. So we'll upgrade these to gravel. Same thing with that one. And now let's connect it in with the main highway. Good. That'll just take a moment to build. Let's fast forward. Alright, we need a bus. We need some good buses. So let's go to a road vehicle depot and review our bus options. So that one carries the most. That carries 80 people, but it only goes 65 kilometers an hour. So that's not very fast, but it carries a bunch of people. You need 15 workers. You need 250 workers. So I want a lot of capacity. Oh, one more thing. I need a bus station. Small bus platform. And we can put that... I wasn't expecting to be able to put it there, but I kind of like that, honestly. Or, oh, maybe we can put it right there. Yeah, I want it right there. That's where I want it. Bus platform. Right there. Perfect. I like that. Okay. Could even give them a path. They don't need a path. They can walk. It's fine. Might upgrade the road to gravel though. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. What else? Buses. So, let's look at the buses again. 75 kilometers, 85 kilometers, 65, 65, 65, 90, 90. So that 85 kilometer Lux, RTO Lux, is pretty fast, but it only carries 40 people. The LZ695B goes 75 kilometers an hour, but it only carries 52. Or I could use the big buses that only go 65, but they carry 80. Let's buy one of these for now and just see how long it takes to get to there and back. So we want to load uneducated workers and we want to unload uneducated workers. And let's go follow this bus. Fast forward. Picking up his passengers. Let's see. You only picked up 9 people. What is everyone there, just an educated worker? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So if you scroll over, if you hover over these workers, you can see their information. So they're willing to travel in a vehicle for up to 4 hours at a time. And they've already been on it for an hour to get to this point. Oh, okay. So even if I would have chosen a faster bus, the speed of the gravel road would have been the limiting factor, because the gravel road you can only go 60 kilometers an hour on. So it's not like it would have gone any faster if I had chosen a faster bus. Let's see. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Yeah, that works. That'll be plenty fine. They can get to work on time. Sure, great, yeah. Let's get some more buses on that then. Let's see, bus. Let's get 3 more for now. And let's actually use this tool. Is that not working? So, do you not have the line set? That should have worked. Alright, and then you too. Okay. And get out of here. Maybe we'll tell that line to make use of line spacing. Ah, I wonder if an end terminal would have been more appropriate up there. Let's see, where is that? Bus end station small. Can put that like there. And these guys are almost like the line spacing, except they will just wait there and they'll refuel there. That might have been the better option, but let's see how this works anyways. View line details. You've got no people, no 6 people, 5 people. How am I possibly going to have enough workers? Oh boy, because if they're not picking up workers with university education, then I am afraid maybe I have too many workers with university education, and it's causing a problem of not having enough regular workers. Now, what I could do is I could say it's okay, pick up any workers. I guess I can. I would just be concerned about running out of educated workers, because they're more useful elsewhere. But I guess I can have my educated workers spend time in the iron mines too, I suppose. Alright, so I'm gonna let this play for a little bit. I'm just gonna let it go through on its own, and we'll check back up on it in just a few to see if we're producing any iron. Alright, so I let the game play for a little bit, and I'm wondering, why isn't this producing any iron? And that's because mud roads suck to walk on. Let me show you. Yep, they can't even walk up there to work. So maybe if I upgrade it with gravel roads, they'll be a bit more willing. Let's find out. Can you walk now? You can walk. Great. And you know, it's not necessary, but I'll put in the gravel road there, and even there. And ideally, people should be walking to the mines now as well. Alright, that's a new bus coming in. Do you have any people? You don't have any people. Oh, come on. I need laborers. Like that bridge, though. Here comes a bus full of university-educated people to go work in the iron mine. Surely they're happy about that. Alright, he is almost to the mine. Oh, new vehicle type. Oh, you're driving around that way. Of course you are. Alright, and they're getting out and going to work. Do you even exit the long way? Why are you not going the short way? Alright, we're producing ore now. That's good. Alright. That's very good. Oh. Man, this is going quick. Oh, good. We finished the mission. Good work, comrades. With our successful iron ore production, we are well prepared to supply our future steel mills. Your efforts have laid the groundwork for the industrial growth and progress of the Soviet Republic. Very good. Our next mission is going to be steel production, but I think that is enough for one day. Are there any tweaks I want to make to this, or am I happy with this? I want to make one tweak. Instead of the bus station, I want to instead put down an end station. So let's see. Where is it? Depot, bus end station, small. Alright, and then we put in those gravel roads. Sure, and then end station small. Something like that will do nicely. Yeah, let's just let that build. And I want to examine that line. Let's see. We need a passenger line. Or, oh, does the line no longer exist? Are they all going back to the station now or something? What, you can't unload people? So what's the... Is it just a waiting point? Okay, I may have messed that up in that case. In that case, I don't want it there. I should have probably just stuck with the original. Yeah, okay, let's redo that. I'll pause it. Alright, I redid it a little bit. What I did was I put in this is just a bus stop. But I've never really used that one before. It's a one-way going in and a one-way going out. And then I gave it a footpath going up to the mine, and even a back entrance for the mill itself. And they can reach everywhere on foot just fine. And then I went through and I located the buses, and I assigned them all to the line. And let's see, I could do line spacing, or we could use the end station and make good use of that. Let's see. Maybe align it to the grid, and then something like that, maybe? Yeah. We'll even give them a crossover as well. Alright, so these end stations, what they do is, let's get a line. So here's our worker bus line, and we want to add an end station after they drop off, let's say. So what does that do? So they're going to pick up people there, then they're going to drop off people there, and then they're going to pull in here and they're going to refuel and they're going to wait. It's just like line spacing, but instead of slowing down to equalize the time, they wait there to equalize the time, but they drive at full speed otherwise. So let's observe this guy. Lets out his passengers. Everyone goes to work. And then he's driving to the end station where he's then gonna wait. And he's just gonna wait there for a little bit. The time he waits is kind of just depending on where other buses are on the line. But it's very similar to the line spacing option, except instead of slowing down to 30 kilometers an hour and taking forever to get somewhere, they wait there for a few minutes. And they space themselves out that way. So he waited a little bit, and now he's going to go pick up some more passengers. And then those two guys are going to try to wait some more and space themselves out. They'll be leaving in just a minute. Maybe even that third bus is going to queue up before one of them leaves. That's possible. Oh. And then it's time for him to go. And they'll just keep doing that. And we have workers in our factories. Very good. Alright. Well, I say that is enough for one episode. Let's come back in the next episode and set up our steel mill. You've been watching Workers and Resources over at Republic with FlamingCacti. Today we set up our iron mill. Tomorrow we'll set up our steel mill. And I hope you enjoyed. Join me tomorrow. Have a good day.